The Gold Coast City Council has very kindly allowed us to have a pagan art showing at their community library art gallery. So as you walk in the door, this is just, we're still setting up, but we've got it mostly set up now. So as you walk in the door, you can see Ashtaroth. So that's what you see as you walk in. So let me just quickly take you for a quick walk around.
Party for December. And my daughter-in-law said, "Oh, how are you feeling about being 60?" And it's like, when you're pagan, the older you get, the better it feels. Okay, so we're going to call the corners, which means we're going to go to different directions and ask Spirit to come in and create a sacred space. This comes from the time where people used to have tents and yurts, and they would literally stake it out and ask Spirit to protect those areas for them. So we're going to do that today. So it is a sacred and holy thing to us. So I'll begin. Well, we always start in the east where the sun rises. So north, south, west, east. All right, so we'll just swap around. All right. Guardians and watchtowers of the east, we ask that you watch over this space and protect us for us while we have our artwork displayed here, while people are coming here to see what we're about. Please watch over this space, guard us and protect us and keep us safe. Hail and welcome, spirits of the east.
Hail and welcome, spirits of the east. Which way are you going? North. Guardians of the north, spirits and the element of fire, please watch over, guard and protect this space for the duration and all the people within. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
I think you're down.
I call upon you, Watcher of the West and Powers of Earth, to witness this rite and protect this space. Hail and welcome.
Hail
and
We call upon you, Watcher of the South and Powers of Air, to witness this rite and guard this circle. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
You can feel the energy. Yes.
Alright, so we are going to leave the circle open for the whole 2 weeks of the showing. If you guys want to come back at the end of the 2 weeks and help us close the circle,
We will.
we're very happy to have you come back and help us do that. So please enjoy having a look at the art. The artists are all here except for 1 or 2 who have to work. But please just ask us about what you're looking at if you're not sure what you're looking at. There is the casting of the
Someone
circle.
wave to those two. I'll go and wave to them through the window.
Yeah. The casting of the circle makes sure that there is no negativity, no evil spirits here. So you're in a very, very safe and welcoming place. So thank you very much for coming and enjoy having a look at the artwork while you're here. Thank you very much. Enjoy. Hi everybody, Shé D'Montford here. We're at the Pagan Art Collective exhibition. It's right beside the Robina Library in the Robina Community Centre. We've got 8 amazing pagan artists local to the Gold Coast who've got their works on display here. It's going to be quite a busy day. I've just arrived, the doors have just opened. I don't know if you can see outside, there's also an environmental event, and pagans are very big on the environment. So it's going to be a busy day. There's live music, so come on down, bring the family, enjoy. Come in and not only look at all of our beautiful artworks that are on display, but what we also want you to do is, if you can vote for what artworks you like the best. That way the artists can win a prize, but also our artists have all donated up to $500 worth of prizes. So if you come down and you fill out a little slip and put it in the box, we're going to draw a lucky door prize at the end of the exhibition, and you could win part of the $500 worth of prizes that we've got. All sorts of different artworks by our artists. So I'm sure you'll love that. Yeah, so let me just give you a quick run through. All right, so these are the works behind me of Julie Mason. Jules is an artist that's just full of colour and life. And in fact, Jules had the honour of being the first person to sell one of her artworks. So this one is sold at this event. So good on you, Jules. We love you. But as you can see, her artworks are just so fun and full of life and light. Look at the light on that water of all the witches sitting on the beach on the Gold Coast. I mean, what else do Gold Coast witches do? All right, so over here we have the artwork of Sierra Sue Mitchell. Sierra Sue we're very, very privileged to have Sierra Sue at this event. Sierra Sue is like Australia's answer to Bob Ross. She was the first person to have an art TV show teaching people how to paint on TV. So these are some of the types of things that she will teach you in her art classes. So lovely little black cat with the silver moon behind it. So if you want to contact Sierra Sue about her art classes, that's her phone number there. She still does them. She's still quite famous for her art classes. In fact, all of these stylized emus and giraffes and things like that you see around that people are copying these days, that's because Sierra Sue taught them how to do this style, and that's quite very much her style. Yes, our little penguin here is getting lots of votes from the children. It's amazing to see the children's reaction to art. You know, children get art, you know, that realm of visual images that's just beyond the realm of reality. Children live there, so they relate to it. As soon as they see all this colour, they just go straight to it. And then we have the artwork, the pyrography of Robin Blackbird. So Robin's got her beautiful pyrography here. Look at this beautiful Viking shaman she's done with all his totem animals around. Right, so a beautiful dragon on the wheel of war. Right, so Robin's been featured at many events, and she's also a winner in the Brisbane Portrait Prize, so she got honourable mention in that. What we've got here are the works by Dot and Anna Smith. Right, they're a mother and daughter team. Anna does all of these beautiful recycled metal pieces. Right, they're all beautiful. They're crystal and metal, and she gets out there and welds and solders them all together. And so tell me if you can figure out what this is made of. She loves recycling. And Dot does these beautiful heads. So she's done the Rainbow Goddess. She's done Medusa over here, which we will light up for you. Medusa lights up. There you go. Isn't that lovely? Hi. And she's done Panthacea over here as well. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love that one. And one that's getting a lot of votes this time as well is her Indigenous Green Man. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just beautiful. All right, and one of my favourite artists is Cesar Diaz. And Cesar's, he calls himself an Akashic artist, and this one demonstrates his style. He doesn't have an idea of what he's going to paint. Like me, when I paint, I plan everything out. I sketch, I re-sketch, make sure it comes out exactly the way I want. Caesar just starts drawing and painting, and what comes out on the canvas just comes out of the ether onto the canvas, almost like it's painting itself. He did this beautiful, this is my favorite piece, right? See this one? This was for another showing, and it was over the stairway as you went up the stairs, showing the soul's ascension, its spiritual development and ascension. In very alchemical fashion, you've got the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine going all the way up, to the pyramids, to the ascending to the top. So he's also done these portals to other dimensions, which are quite astounding. I think that these portals might actually sell out for this event, because people are, especially the kids stand there and just stare at these, so they go into these other places through these little portals. This was his lockdown piece. That's Caesar, how he was feeling during lockdown, and the place he was going in his mind, in his soul during lockdown. And Caesar's cat features quite heavily in a lot of his artworks there. Oh, and he's got a very special piece of Persephone, Apollo and Daphne, and the two go together. So a lot of people have been asking about that, but the prices for the two of these pieces, one was framed for a previous showing, Apollo just didn't get framed yet, but he's sneaking in there with Daphne, right? And then there is a good but lesser known artist. Well, it depends. I'm known for other things, not really known for my art. So there's my goetic beings in the background here. So here we have Marax, right? And I'm sure you've seen him in Assyrian art. Got our solar swastika up there, and an explanation for people that don't understand that the swastika is actually endemic to indigenous cultures, right? It's crazy how it ever got misappropriated by white supremacists, because it's in the art of black Africans, it's in the art of India, it's in the art of all of these races from around the world, but it's a sacred alchemical symbol of the sun. And it's a scientific symbol as well, because the magnetic lines on the sun and the earth make that swastika shape, which actually points to a lot of our sacred sites. Anyway, I'm getting into my art too much. Suffice to say that there's my art, there's my Psyche. She's made out of real butterflies. During lockdown, the streets of Surfers Paradise got covered in butterflies that had died. So there's Psyche, actually made out of real butterflies. Right, we've got Renove, who brings gain and wealth. Right, we've got Forneus, who is the old man of the sea, who brings wisdom. We've got light in hope in isolation, which is bringing the light in out of the darkness for so many. Right. So that's some of my art there. Right. So Ipas and Buna. And then we've got the art by the lovely Willow Wish. Willow has been a commercial artist for about 2 decades. She's worked for companies like Sheridan, designing fabrics and things like that. She's got these beautiful artworks that are just, look at the faces in that one. Right. And my personal favourite of Willow's this time is this beautiful goldfish one, right, which she calls the butterfly effect. So all of our artists have done a little piece about their artwork, so you can get to see what they're about. And of course, if you come to the gallery, you're going to be greeted by the Queen of the Goddesses. Whoop. So there's Ashtaroth there to greet you as you come in. So come into the gallery today. If you love art, if you love pagan art, come and support our artists. Now, a couple of comments on the internet. It's not just about us selling our artwork. There are things here from $10,000 to $6,000, right? So it's not a matter of, I don't have $6,000, stay away. The whole idea of a showing is that you get to come in and have a look at these. It doesn't cost you a cent. The gallery is completely free. Come in, have a look, vote for the pieces that you like. Yes, you're allowed to take photos. Yes, we'll take photos of you in front of your favourite piece. And we just love to connect. And it's so good of the Gold Coast City Council to acknowledge that we are part of the community, that we're a contributing part of the community. We've had groups from aged homes come through. and absolutely adore all the pieces. They've loved the smaller pieces, like Robin has done these spoons. She's done her pyrography on these spoons that you can end up taking home with you. And of course, all of the symbols are very meaningful, or, you know, we've got little earth, air, fire and water pieces for your altar you can take home. So all of those sorts of things. Come in and enjoy the art. That's the whole point of galleries and showings and things like that, is that you get to come in and enjoy the art for free. You get to meet the artists. There are going to be artists that are going to be here every day. So we've got a schedule. We will put the schedule up if you're interested, so you can get to meet your favourite artist. I'll be here most days, but not every day. The beautiful Anna Smith is coming in very soon. We have sort of officially open at 10, but we've opened a bit earlier today because of all of the environmental stuff that's going on here today. So come in, you can enjoy some free music, you can enjoy free art, you can vote, you might win a door prize, and you get to show that we are a community that contributes. We contribute art, we contribute to society, we contribute to people's happiness, we contribute to old people's homes. You know, we're part of the community, and it's so nice to be acknowledged. So come in, I'll give you a hug and take your photo in front of your favourite piece of art. All right, my lovelies, I love you so much. Thank you again to the Gold Coast City Council for hosting us. We're so happy for the acknowledgement. And we hope that this is the first of many more, not only throughout our Gold Coast City Council, but also through the rest of the councils in Australia. There are so many amazing pagan artists, and pagan artwork is so much a part of Australian art history, right? Norman Lindsay, Sydney Nolan, Rosalind Norton. These artists influenced the art of not only visual artists overseas. I mean, Sympathy for the Devil was written by the Rolling Stones about Rosalind Norton and her artwork being persecuted. Did you know that? Useless fact for the day. All right, my loves. So come in and enjoy us being here for you. And we appreciate you coming in here and being here for us too. So hopefully come in through that door. All right, I'll show you outside where we are. So there's the door to the library. So we're inside the art centre. So Izzy, just near Robina Town Centre. So we're just across from Robina Town Centre, but just inside. So if you get to that door where it says Library, Auditorium, Art Gallery, you're in the right place. All right, see you soon. We've had so many people come in and comment about the artwork. We've had businesses say that they'd love to have the artwork for their businesses, and we've actually sold quite a few pieces. It's been really a really good exhibition. But there are so many options with art where the artist and the person that's displaying the art wins. Now, we've got to remember that with art, for businesses, there's so many tax breaks. So when you're buying art or doing anything with art, you can get really good tax breaks as a business. Right, so the Australian government is very supportive of the arts, and you can do things like you can lease artworks, you can rent them. If you've got a business, now the reason why it's a good thing for a business to do this, think about the Apollonian Cafe in King's Cross and Rosalind Norton. You know, Rosalind Norton started painting their murals and putting her artworks on display in there, and to this day that cafe has been put on the map because of her artwork. Right, so it can actually work really well. People will come in to see the art if they know that that specific kind of art is there. You know, it doesn't even have to be something controversial. Like, I love this Burning Man that Jules has done. Right, and I love the little comment that she's got down here about her Burning Man that says that no exes were harmed in the making of the Burning Man. Right, so you can have a little bit of controversy. That's really good. Like I did my swastika up there, right, and I did a big explanation about why it shouldn't be controversial. right? We've had a few questions about that. And the ancient history of the swastika, even though it went through that dark period for about 14 years where it was grabbed to mean something that was really, really evil, it's actually such a symbol of the sun and good luck and hope, right? And by working through a controversy, you can actually change the energy on that. Women are magic, artists are magic, and magic is about transforming energy, taking something and turning it into something else. And what I try and do with my artwork, right, is take things that people, different organizations have demonized and show them in their original glory and where they've come from, and help people understand their power. So return its sacredness, right, and take it away from being demonic. Right? So these little bits, so never be afraid as a business of controversy with art, right? Because as Mae West used to say, no publicity is bad publicity. Right? But you want to release, as an artist, you want to change the energy. If you want to change the energy in your business, it's good to have something that will actually lift this up. The good thing about pagan art is just about every piece of artwork in this collection is a spell, and a spell for positivity. Right? Something that can really take something and change it. We've got Anna's artworks over here, which are all recycled materials, which is literally about taking something that was trash and a problem to the environment and turning it into a thing of beauty that people want to see. And if we thought about our trash that way, how we can transform it, there would be no trash problem, there would be no pollution problem if we could turn it into something beautiful. Right? And art, like magic, has the ability to be able to change people's perspectives. It's been incredible just to see the kids come in and gravitate towards the colours. Here's Caesar's beautiful piece about the ascension of the human soul, right? And its journey towards enlightenment through learning, through understanding alchemically the sun and the moon, the masculine and the feminine and all that. So many teenagers have come in and seen his lockdown piece and just gone, I relate to that. I can understand what's happening in that. Right? So the expression of a negative emotion and turning that negative emotion into something positive is just wonderful. Like my Hope in Isolation, which was my isolation, my lockdown piece. And it is about the light coming through, chasing away all the misinformation, which is symbolised by the coronaviruses on the outside, and bringing that hope and that empowerment back. I've had a few cafes actually hang that one to show their support and their solidarity for people during lockdown and afterwards. And so all of our artists here work for themselves, right? But we'd love to also work with somebody who wants to curate collections, who wants to put them in other galleries. We actually all like each other, and it's been amazing that it's a non-competitive environment. Every time somebody sells somebody, it doesn't matter who sells it, we're all happy, right? Because something has sold. But it's about getting the information out there, it's about getting the message out there that art is important, that pagan art is very much a part of Australia's history, right? That it has changed the way that we view art overseas. It's changed the way other people view the visual arts overseas, right? And this is what we want to happen with our artwork. This is why we want you all to come in for free and have a look at what's going on here today. But if you are thinking about some art on a business level, we'd love to help you out with that as well. I mean, the beautiful Anna who put on this showing for us is very savvy about those sorts of things, but you can speak to any of the individual artists about it as well, and we're happy to put you in contact with them. All right, so yeah, and what we've got today here, we've got the lovely Robin. Robin, you want to tell us a little bit about your artwork? Like, Robin does pyrography, and she's going, no, I don't want to talk. She's such a modest artist. Come over here and just explain a couple of the pieces. Who wants Robin to tell us about her pyrography? Yay! Yeah, so just give her a like and a bit of encouragement so that she will tell you. All right, so here's her beautiful pyrography. She sold her main piece, which was this shaman with all of his totem animals around him. But hey, Robin, how are you?
Hello.
She is. We love her. All right, so tell us, is there a particular piece you want to tell us about?
This one here.
You want to tell us about the cat?
Yes. This was an Art Deco shaped cat that I played around with to stretch him to fit the board. And then I did all different kinds of Celtic knots with different pens. So there's tiny dots, there's shading. This one was with a spoon, so it goes the shape of the tail. And then the background has got different, whether it's just sort of like round circles or dots. Just every little section is a different style or technique. I was displaying to see how this particular timber would work, because I can't get any real wood anymore. I have to use this raw pine that they sell in the art shops. So,
okay.
Yeah, so like this kind of stuff here is what you get from the bush, and you just cut it and you make a little picture on it and you sell it in the markets, and it's a really good fun Christmas present for kids to buy for mummy. Yeah. This one was really, really, really difficult to do. This is one of a kind. I will not do this again.
Oh, you're getting some love there, Robin. People are giving you some love. So what? So the triquetra was really hard to do.
This wood, this particular timber, you can find these in the shop that's lined with velvet, but I was sick of it by the time I got done. This is a really, really, I don't know how to explain it. What is it? Paulownia. Paulownia. Hardwood.
Oh,
and
hardwood.
It is hard.
Oh.
So this is one of a kind if you want it.
So that
Come
would
on
be
down.
good for a grimoire or for some magical accoutrements.
Yeah,
and
or
stuff.
even your cards or your crystals. Put all your Reiki crystals in there that you need. Down here you've got the runes, and they're just saying that what's in here is full of wisdom.
Yes, just like you, full of wisdom. Tell us about your spoons. Everybody's been loving your spoons. And we had some Welsh people in here today, and they were like, "Oh, the Welsh magic spoons." Ooh, ooh.
I don't know much about the Welsh spoons, but these are the 3 different sizes that I have, and there's a picture on both sides. You can stick it in the pot in your kitchen, and they have been oiled with olive oil, so you can use them, but don't put them in the dishwasher, it'll crack them. So these are a real hit at markets as well. So, yeah.
Robin's made me a beautiful one that's hanging in my kitchen, but I'm not going to use it. It's just there to bring some good energy to my kitchen, stir up a bit of magic. Well, thank you, Robin. Is there anything else you want to say to anybody before we wind it up?
No, yes and no. If anybody's coming in, there's 2 little books here. I don't know if you can see them. This one is just samples of what I do for anyone that wants to do any commission work. So there's all different ideas in there. So that's in there, and the other one is my Viking collection, which the men love the axe.
Oh, we love Vikings too.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you. All right, so just remember, if you're coming in, all right, that we'd love to see you. Come in and say hello. So Robin and I are here today. There's a lovely Roz over there in the corner trying to hide. Hi, Roz. So we'd love you to come down and enjoy them for free. It's not about you buying a piece of art. Sure, if you want to come down and buy a piece of art, that's great. If you're a business and you want to rent a piece of art, please, you can talk to our artists about it. If you have an art hub or anything like that, or another gallery, and you'd like our artists to exhibit with you, we'd love to speak to you as well. Or you can speak to an individual artist. It's been really good here because we all know each other in this exhibition, and we're all friends. So every time somebody has a win or a sell, we're all excited for everybody. So we would, if you come down here, whoever's here will put you in contact with whatever artist you'd like to speak about, speak to about whatever that would meet your art needs. And with the government giving support to the arts, we, especially with the Gold Coast City Council allowing us to have our showing here, this is the first time that we're aware of in Australia that any council has supported an exclusively pagan exhibition. And pagan art in Australia has such a history. We have Rosaline Norton, we have Norman Lindsay, we have Sydney Nolan, all beautiful pagan artists that have been so influential on artists here in Australia and overseas as well. So with me today, I have the lovely Willow Wish artist, right? So Sharon Weir, but we all call her Willow. And behind me, you can see all of Willow's beautiful artwork there on the wall. We've been sitting here at the gallery just seeing more and more in it. So hello, here she is. Hello, my love.
Hello.
Isn't it funny? All the artists, every one of them I've asked to speak on and tell us about their art. They've all gone, no, I don't want to. So we're all got very modest artists here.
We are modest, very modest.
So
It's really nice, and you should come down and have a look.
Yeah, come and show us something about tell us a little bit, because your style is so unique with your beautiful artwork. So, and there's so many special things about it. I know you mix up your own colours.
Yes, like if you look at these colours up here and how bright they are, they're straight from a tube, where the colours on this painting have been handmade. And I do my artwork in layers, so I'm actually like printing. So you've got red, blue, yellow, and using a printing process to paint my paintings.
What's that printing? What's that method called again?
Mish technique.
Oh wow!
So it's done with the egg tempera, and you're basically painting the painting a lot of times to achieve your effect. So yeah,
Cool. So, is there any special piece that you've got here that you'd like to share the story of with anybody who's watching today? They're all amazing. I love the first kiss.
Because if you can turn it upside down and you see the outcome of the first kiss. Which is really interesting, because every time I've seen it, like I've seen it several ways differently.
Yeah.
Not how I originally painted it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We've been sitting here just seeing more and more and more in each piece of your artwork. Like this one is just so detailed.
Yes.
It's got so much in it, from the lovely little lady through, and then you start looking at the background and there's like little tiny, there's little entities all through there.
Yes, well, you've got a face here. You've got Yaga Baba's face there.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a mermaid. Mm-hmm. You've got like a Buddha style face here. But it's actually a girl looking at the sunset. So, yeah. And
The paintings change. They change in front of your eyes.
changes.
Yeah, if you can only afford one painting and you want a heap, buy one of these because they change.
Yeah, that's the beauty of my art, I guess.
And people have been asking us about your beautiful sculpture here.
Yes, I used to make these spell boxes. The first 5 spell boxes went to Japan, so they have travelled around the world. Each box is different, and yeah, I love creating them. And yeah, they basically put your magic tools in, so just to keep it private, you know.
Look, Sharon's art, right, Willow's art is so amazing. She's down from Springbrook. She lives on Springbrook. She doesn't get down off the mountain that often. So this is a great opportunity for you to come in, meet her, discuss her art with her, and have a look at it. You know, it's unless you're seeing it in a showing somewhere. You know, the sad thing about artists' art is it gets hidden away. So many art banks today where billionaires are buying art, sticking it in a basement somewhere, waiting for it to increase before they sell it to somebody else, and nobody gets to see it again, right? Which is such a shame. Art is meant to be seen, which is why we're here. And there's so many different types of art here. I mean, there's not only your beautiful, unique style, there's also, we've got metal sculpture from recycled stuff by Anna. We've got pyrography down there by Robin. Yeah, we've got installation pieces from other galleries here by Caesar. So come in and have a look. And yeah, there's mine in the background too. So there's my art. But there's a lot online about my artwork. Beautiful Julie Mason over here with her beautiful colours and her life in a painting. Everybody's been loving this tree of life that she's done. It's so alive, it's coming out of the frame, yeah, growing up on the wall now. Yeah, and of course we've got Sierra Sue's artwork. Sarah will be in later in the week with us. She was our Australian Bob Ross. She had the first TV show where she was teaching people to paint on a TV show. And these are some of the styles that she can teach you here, some of those very simple techniques which you'll learn quite quickly. So if you want to contact her.
This is really recognisable, and I don't know why, and I only noticed him this morning as well. Sorry, Shé.
No, that's all right. No, that's okay. No.
Someone might recognise him and sort of go, wow. And you can buy him here.
Yeah.
That's the whole beauty of it all.
Yeah, I mean, she did a whole series of animals. And this style has now become really popular. People copy this style because she used to teach these happy little animals, you know, where Bob Ross used to paint happy little clouds. She would paint these happy little animals, emus, giraffes, zebras and things like that. And they're massively copied now. And to learn the technique, how to do them directly from the artist who created that technique is such a privilege.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, yeah. So they're all part of the community. They're all part of the pagan community. So we'd love to see you down here. So come on down and we'll say hello to you. So see you soon. Every blessing. Bye. We've had a couple of people comment from yesterday that one of the paintings have moved. So I was interviewing Willow yesterday about this painting, which we have actually been looking at and seeing so many different things in this painting. And we have been jokingly saying that it's been moving. And yet we've just had a comment that this guy here, during the interview, put his hand up. You could actually see his hand go up.
Made. You've got like a Buddha style face here, but it's actually a girl looking at the sunset. Made. You've got like a Buddha style face here, but it's actually a girl looking at the sunset.
See if you agree with that. See if you can see his hand moving. Because this painting is very alive. Right? What's this painting called? Higher Knowledge. There is just so much happening in this painting. And we sit over there and we see different things in it all the time. But now somebody has told us that it actually moved during the video. Well, what do you think, guys? Let us know.